What up, y'all? Episode 2, the highs and the lows. What do we have planned for today? I'm about to go run right now because I ate a whole pan of banana bread last night. Then we're going to work out at Rockbox. Got a meeting with a couple of my GMs this morning. Something that I just wanted to do with them, just to meet with them as leaders. I just think as the leader goes, so does everyone else. So we're gonna meet with them outside the space of like the pizza and the technical side. We're gonna start meeting once a week on the emotional side and them personally as leaders and how they're growing. So we got that. Then I'm gonna work at Fairview. A little short staffed over there right now. We're transitioning out of high school and college. High school, going back to school. And then college hasn't necessarily started back yet, so there's that quirky 2 or 3 weeks every year with our scheduling to where it's just all out of whack. So we'll work at Fairview this morning. We've got interviews at Sweat for my wife at 4, and then hopefully hit the golf course later with some of my buddies. But like I said, any of that can go awry at any point, but that's just the plan. So come hang with us. Gotta go get this done. Not excited about it, but here we go. AirPodless. I'm a freak.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Woo! Gee. Time for a warm up.
But one time, Seth started this one. We hired
Yeah, they
an
did
adult, like supervisor,
No.
an adult for like 4 days to manage.
We
the
pretty much
home.
locked him in a room.
We
Yeah.
pretty much just said, hey, look, if you're back there, we're gonna be out here. It's like-
Listen, it's all good. We did this before, and poor guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but poor guy was like,
Yeah.
guys,
Professional,
I just-
a professional.
Yeah, he was like, guys,
A
I just feel
pharmacist.
really bad about this. Your parents really wanted me to make sure that everything was good, but like,
As long as we lock all the doors.
Yeah. For the sake of the story,
So then a neighbor gets a hold of us in LA and tells us there's 4-wheelers like crazy, like little bees on that 30 acres, just little bees coming and going from the gate. And they're
Because we were
saying
making-
they're bringing, they've got coolers on coolers. There's people all over your
no.
property.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that was the worst one.
so that one was pretty big. That
in
one's pretty
college. My
big.
bad one
That
was
one's
Y'all
pretty
needed
big.
old Kevin and Darlene.
No.
Y'all
One
be,
of
y'all
the
be dead by
no,
now.
one of the worst things that ever happened to
those
us was
two.
that we threw the biggest party we'd ever had. Probably 200-300 people there. I mean, cars parked all over the yard. I mean, it's a
Y'all need
madhouse.
to throw another.
And so, no. Listen,
Yeah, on their own property and on
No,
in
no, no,
their own
no.
house.
no. This was the best. This was the best thing because this was the funniest. We spent a full 24 hours. This is the one that we thought we got away with. Full 24 hours cleaning up the property. You know, we were on 30 acres. You know, the house, obviously.
You cleaned it.
Oh, no. You had to before they got back home.
Yeah.
We spent
Oh,
all
after
day
that.
That's
cleaning.
the worst, too.
No,
It's
listen.
like 6 a.m. you're hungover. You're just like,
No. Listen. We're cleaning
Can't
up
let
the
mom
whole
see
yard,
it.
and we think we got it. We think we got it all figured out. No problem. We're like, perfect. We got away with it.
There's
Y'all,
always one in the bush.
Oh.
there's literally
Yeah,
at
in
the
the bush, I
gate.
think, yeah,
At the
in the bush.
gate, there was one beer can. I mean, they didn't even get a chance to come look at the property. They didn't even get a chance to see how well we cleaned up the 30 acres. It was literally at the gate that we just happened to not go out of the gate. And in the bush, there was one beer can. And Mom literally walks in the home with a beer can. We looked at each other like, what in the world? We just spent 24 hours cleaning up this property. And she goes, what is this? And we were just like, you've got to be.
What is sad too is we're laughing and we're smiling, and it is, hindsight's always fun, a little bit more fun. But here, think about it. We have a ministry.
Yeah.
And it was nothing
We
for us to
didn't.
get letters in our mailbox.
We did get letters
That,
from
yes,
parents
that's what I'm
saying
saying.
what you're allowing in
Right.
your home.
Really?
That I'm allowing
Yeah,
it. That I'm
anonymous
just like,
letters.
okay, free for all out here all the time, because that's what they would do. And Steve and
Aw.
I
We got
could not,
anonymous
y'all
letters.
stop it.
We couldn't get
We
away with
took
anything.
vehicles.
We got caught
took,
every time.
we
I don't know if
took
we ever got away with
everything
one.
Well, the bike
Why
ramp
didn't you
was
drag
a whole
them
nother
with
deal.
you?
We created a bike ramp every time they went out of town, and they would be uploaded to YouTube. It's called We Fly Every Day. It's on YouTube right now. You can watch us hit
And
this
we
ramp and fly off
Fly
this
into
thing.
a pond.
So
like,
Mom would come home,
ramp
take
to
it
a
down
bike.
before somebody got it. I'm gonna take it down, and then literally the third time they called Sunbelt Construction and said, "Listen, my kids keep building a ramp into our pond, and it's not stable. They're gonna kill themselves. Come build a professional ramp." so we finally just had our own
It's true.
ramp.
It was like, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
You got to a point where you were like,
You sound like my
"They
mom.
are
a ramp?
relentless."
Okay, we'll
They
get you
were
right.
just relentless. Now the parties, no, that was still a fight to the very end. I mean, that was a fight. But all these
Yeah,
other things,
Western,
never did anything
Lord have
like
mercy.
that.
we
Oh,
won't talk
CJ.
about what team
I'm a
showed up
good
with.
kid.
That was mine. That
There was
bad.
a team.
I was sick over that,
There was a
though.
team at
I had
Western
the
that
football,
showed up
basketball,
I was gonna say,
volleyball,
did you bring a whole
soccer.
baseball
with
team?
nine
I had the entire
millimeters.
athletics
They
department.
did because it got so big we couldn't let all of Western
Yeah.
in,
It
and
was
so
awful.
literally the football players showed up and got mad.
Yeah,
and you may have to cut
They
this,
made
but the
it-
football show. Now that we're way behind.
Show, but
All right, so I think I gotta go home, shower, check on the little one and the wife. Morning. Hi, Sissy. You slept a lot.
She got up early this morning.
Oh, you really go back to morning?
She's sleepy.
You still sleepy?
She's been up for like an hour and 45, so it's time for her to go back to bed.
Oh.
It's so good. She played the whole time I was in the sauna. Good morning. You say we love a camera. You love a camera. Oh, you're so sweet.
So this weekend, we had a guy call Caveville, and impersonating my dad. And he literally goes, like, this trained professional, dude, trained professional. He calls and he says, we need to make an emergency deposit to corporate. My sweet GM over here has never really talked to my dad, like over the phone or anything. Dad's pretty removed, and was like, we need to make an emergency deposit. Tell me how much money is in your drawer. We only need about like $400 or $500 or whatever, and we're just gonna make an emergency deposit. I mean, this phone call. I'm giving a long story short. The phone call goes on for like an hour. She was like, let me call Spence and double check with Spence. And this guy impersonating my dad goes, no, I got a meeting with Spence in the morning to tell him about it. You just, right now, just do what I say. And they luckily, she called me at the last minute. And she was like, hey, this is what's going on. Do you want me to give this money to I don't know how they were ever going to receive the money. I'll be completely honest. It never got that far. Ooh.
I think Martha's doing it.
This is for Will Strong, baby.
One of the best looking team there is. I don't know if we'll play the best, but we'll look the best.
And that. I've got an interview at 4. What time are y'all thinking about playing?
Whenever after 5.
Oh, after 5.
Yeah, I'll have to leave like right after. So if we could do like 5:05, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, early was at after 5 is perfect. Yeah, dude, they're selling these also.
These? Yeah.
I was out there this weekend. They had these. Yo, so we are in Fairview. I'm gonna work here this morning. They need some help. I'm excited. It's our first location. It's kind of my baby. The store looks pretty good. Jason's back here in assuming his position. I'm excited. It's time to get to work. Papa John's love to have